Hello guys, and welcome back to another short video about Diablo 4. After my last video, which yes was fairly short, I have one of my friends who asked me why I don't just showcase my current build in Season 7. So I decided, yeah, why not do that? And you can see it here in the background. This is basically what I do. I, well, stand around, cast a couple skills, and well, that's that. It's pretty Braindead, and it is capable to defeat pretty much everything on T4 and the pit on level 100 without breaking a sweat. Yeah, how does this work? I will show you. Let me head back to queue up a shot for a second. So there we are. As a little heads up, this build is based on the ground idea of Nicorex from Mobalytics, and of course I will put him, first of all, a big shout out to you, thank you for that, and I will put him down in the description below. So what are we doing? Let's go to equipment first. So this is by far not finished yet. There's still a lot of potential upwards that you can actually do. We're using the Tempest Roar in this way. My equipment is, I would say, fairly decent for just normal content, not for pit pushing, so don't expect that to happen too fast. So headpiece is Tempest Roar with sapphires in the armor. Then the Shroud of False Death, I just got that relatively recently, so I've been playing with just standard armor. And then we are using Conduit Arcane and Storm Shifter for Hurricane. I will come to that in a second. The Flicker Step, especially for when you start building up this build for recharging your ultimate, it's amazing. You just dodge through enemies, and then per every enemy you can see down here, it's a pretty low roll on that. It's 2.4 seconds off the clock. We have a two-handed mace, a wider mace, because well, we use a lot of lightning with Cataclysm, and I like the overpower damage bonus up top here. And we use Nature's Savagery as a skill in here. Let's go over to the rings. We have Apogeic Furor, just for more damage on your ultimate. We have the Aridia's Inexorable Will. This one I was a little more lucky to get. It's a new unique. I really enjoy this one. It is basically what it does is what a Piranado does. Also exclusive to this season. It pulls in enemies towards as soon as you start recasting your Cataclysm. And the last thing, the Mjolnir Ring, really enjoy this one. It is gives you an unlimited amount of spirit, and of course it increases your ultimate even further. So I focus heavily on willpower and increasing duration of the ultimate and lightning strike damage. So we cannot do anything really here. So over here we have Hurricane size up, lightning bolt damage. We have Hurricane duration up, and we have total armor. Next will be over here, chance of for Cataclysm to deal double damage. That thing is essential. I do not want to have anything else in here. And of course more lightning bolt damage. Last thing here would be lightning bolt damage up. I was more or less lucky with this one. And Cataclysm cooldown reduction, also very important. Alright, let's go over to our runes. The runes we are using is Igni and Quacks, because every time we spend our primary skill, so which is, well, every time we spend our primary resource, we spend it all the way, and then we have 100% increased damage, which is amazing. It works with spending offerings for non-basic skills. That's why we have Pulverize in here. I will show you in a sec. And we have Bak and Shan. Why? Because every time we travel 70 meters, we will, in this case, have our next skill cast be a guaranteed critical strike. So that both of these work perfectly with Cataclysm, because every time we have these two buffs up and we cast Cataclysm, we have 100% damage increase, and we have a guaranteed critical strikes. It's just amazing, and then it clears the whole board. So we have, of course, Witch Jewels over here. We have Friend of the Bog, because Friend of the Bog, well, it gives you the 116 armor, but while you have 3 or more growth and decay, which will give us more primary core set and of course maximum life. Next thing is the Phantom Ring. I kept that one just to have more overpower damage to every enemy that is hexed. And the other one, the last one, will be the Voice of the Stars. Voice of the Stars actually does, every time we have an aura active, our ultimate skills are treated as Eldritch Growth and Decay. And of course they do more damage, which is amazing. So let's move over to our Spirit Boons. Pretty much very straightforward. We are in Deer, second slot, just for getting more Spirit. Then our main boon will be the Eagle, over here Iron Feather for more max life, a little bit more survivability, and Avian Wrath for having more critical strike damage. I'm going here. So on the Wolf tree we have the 4th one for more duration on the ultimate. This is basically, now I reached a point on my ultimate where it just does not run out at all unless I want it to, or I just don't pay attention. And the last one from the Snake Tree, it's the 2nd again, because light damage or storm skills just goes up. It's quite cool. I really enjoy that one. Alright, let's move over to our skills. So, playing this on the Xbox, so that's why it's a little clunky on the controls. I'm sorry for that. So, we're using Maul and Enhanced Maul here. Only to activate our rune. I will show you that in a sec. We don't really use it at all. No, not anymore. I'm using Pulverize now. Same reason. So Pulverize. We have the Bulwark for more survivability. We have the Blood Howl, of course, with the Enhanced Blood Howl. We do have the Debilitating Roar up in there, just for more survivability. This is a fortification. We have Vigilance in here and Ancestral Fortitude to increase our resistance even further. So on the next tree we have Feral Aptitude in here to increase the damage as long as we're healthy. We have Nature's Reach, very important because it increases damage to distance enemies, and as you have seen in the start, there are many enemies who are just way off so many actually die off in the distance, I don't even realize that. So now we get into something more important. Hurricane. We have that running pretty much the whole time. It slows down enemies. I enjoy that very much. And this also you can upkeep pretty much for the whole time. We go to the right path to up to a Savage Hurricane, just to have a little bit more punch in there. So then we have Mending in here. Of course, the whole Shapeshift with changing between the Werewolf and the Bear. And you can have that with, of course, here Envenom. And where is it? Where's the Shapeshift? Oh, it also comes a little later, I guess. So now comes our main skill we're going to use is Cataclysm. And we go all the way up to Supreme Cataclysm and put it up to rank 5. Why rank 5? Because in, you get extra modifiers and extra bonus effects on the ultimate skills in this season. It's pretty cool. So top of that is we have the Quick Shift that I was looking for, and Heightened Senses. Whatever you shapeshift, you get more damage, and of course you get more damage reduction. And for the last one we have Earth Sign Strength, just to have a little bit more survivability. Alright, let's move over to Paragon. We are using, let me see, Dominate, Earth and Sky, Electrocution, Keeper, and Spirit. And oops, sorry, let me have that right so that I don't make any mistakes here. So the starter board is clear. We are using Electrocution on the starter board. Let me show to you guys so you can have the whole road here. So this basically is the whole road on the starter board. The next one will be Thunderstruck. On Thunderstruck I have the glyph down to the right over here. And this is Spirit. Make sure you focus. I was focusing on the legendary node here, Thunderstruck, so that we have more damage on storm skills. To the left from here we have Ancestral Guidance together with Dominate. Dominate is on the top left, right over here. And with the legendary As you can see, as soon as we spend more spirit, we deal more increased damage. That's why we have more spirit increasement on our boons and of course on a couple of the equipment. So up top, give me a sec. We use Lust for Carnage with the Keeper Glyph right over here. So Lust for Carnage actually does increase your crit strikes with your werewolf skills, and of course it increases spirit and deals more damage. To our last one, Survival Instincts over here to the right, we have our note right here. It's Earth and Sky, just to have more damage in wereborn form. When you really want to push it a little higher, you change around between Debilitating Roar and your Howl, just back and forth, and every time you cast a Hurricane, you will change into werewolf form. So that was the skill tree. As a mercenary, since these are new from the last season, we have Rahir and Alkin. Rahir, I'm using the right path around here just to have a little bit more support in, with the end that everything that gets ground slammed well, has its suffered damage increased. And with Rahir, we have the reinforcement for Field of Language and whenever I cast any skill. So to our Witchcraft Powers. So we have as our main skill, as you guys can see, I have not finished all of it yet, but the major ones I did. As our unique power, we are using Vengeful Spirit. I just think this gives you a little bit more survivability on the go. It's just a bit, but maybe it helps out, maybe not. I more or less interchange it with Piranado whenever I want to, because Piranado, especially when I level it one more time, has this draw-in effect I really enjoy. So then we have Hex of Shattering. This is just for reducing damage from enemies. Then we have this Eldritch effect that increases more damage to enemies in, what is it? Purging Touch. We do have the Soul Harvest in here, because whenever we use any cooldown, we gain more primary core stat per surrounding enemy. So it is quite cool. And the last two is Decay Augmentation, because Witchcraft Powers deal additional 40% of their damage. And whenever our damage exceeds 85%, then this will be executed. It's the same like there is a unique weapon has the same effect, but I don't recall on the spot here. Sorry for that. And the last one is Aura of Siphoning. This is basically a kind of a slow, weak Darius. You have a constant poison area around you, and that, well, more or less heals you for 1%. I'll enjoy it. I just have a little bit more survivability in here. So how does it work? I will show you in a sec. I have to go somewhere where I can actually get the buffs from our runes in here, so that I can show you. Let's go into a Nightmare Dungeon for that real quick. So here we are. So how does it work? We need our 2 buffs up. That is very important. So for that we use Pulverize and secondary skills, and you can see, sorry, and you can see it over here. The first buff is this one, the Celestian Extinction. Your next skill cast will be a guaranteed critical strike and overpowers. And Dar, your next skill will consume all of your resources up for to 100% increased damage. It's amazing. So in order to get this, you just need to cast normally it works when you have enough offerings and you cast your buffs, or I will use 1 or 2 more of these Pulverize, and that's the only time I use Pulverize. You can see it down on the bar on the right trigger. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but let me show you guys here. Right here, this is our main skill we are going to cast, because this is Cataclysm. Hurricane we will have just on cooldown to slow down enemies and add a little bit more damage in there. Other than Bulwark over here, that is just for having more, well, defense, a little bit more survivability, and the same like with the Howl and the Debilitating Roar, just to put it out there and have the buffs up here. So that now that our both skills, we have both buffs in here. Let me show you again real quick. These are the 2 buffs you're looking out for. This is just gives you the amount of how many offerings you need to actually proc this one. And this one will tell you how many meters you still have to travel in order to proc this one. So when you have both of them ready, let me go back here. So when you have both of them ready, the cool thing is you hit the Cataclysm. I have it on the right trigger, and when the Cataclysm is the cooldown is up, you just cast it again, and it does not matter if you have these buffs up or not, because it still counts as the first Cataclysm that you casted. That means basically all you do is this Braindead action here. And for most content in the game, I don't need anything else, no buffs or nothing. I can just walk through here. Can show you for a sec. And we have increased movement speed, of course, while a Cataclysm is up, and it will always be up. So now that the build is far enough, we do not even need the flicker steps, because the countdown will be, the cooldown will be up before we do anything remotely to recharge our buffs. So we don't have to. As you can see, it's pretty much nothing you really need to do. You can easily just run through here. If you are doing pit pushing, not rift pushing, played Diablo 3 recently here. If you do pit pushing, make sure that you actually use the buffs, just to change from werewolf to bear form, back and forth, increase your damage, put out, take the hurricane with you, and that's basically all you need to do. It is very, very brain dead in that case. So we have a chest here, and as you can see, everything is just dying. I have not tried the highest level on the pit yet. I have seen videos of a similar build that pushed up to 130. So I think there is a lot of room outwards here. So this basically, let's just run through here. Not too much to do. Also, what is cool, when you time it with your with the shroud, you can, when the skills are aligned with the buffs, and you cast Cataclysm, you can actually get that bonus in there as well. It's pretty cool. So, I don't know what you guys think. I hope I could help you out or give you a new intention for another build to try out. I have seen it last season. No, actually 2 seasons ago. I really enjoyed it, and I thought we could actually work with that. And now, well, this is one of the 2 builds I'm using this season. So, if I could help you guys out, that would be nice. To me, I would really be happy if you guys leave a like, or a comment, or even subscribe. And yeah, I'm going to continue my current video series, and just once or twice a week or a month, or I don't know, I will throw one of these in here. So this is because, I mean, I love video games, play a lot of different games, so we'll find something. No, this is the boss. Just going down here. Yeah, that was cool. You don't really have to do anything. You can, I basically play with one hand. So it is a nice build. I really like it. It is very repetitive though, and yeah, it's easy to clear pretty much everything there is. Every Uber boss, easy peasy, taken care of. The only thing I did not try out yet was pit pushing to, well, more than 110. 110 was already a little stressful. So, but as I shown you guys, there's a lot of potential outwards, so you can work on that. Alright, so if you enjoy this, that's cool. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, or even subscribe to get more videos. Not just now Diablo, but there are many more video series I am currently, well, playing and recording for you guys to share and, well, enjoy gaming together. So until then, you guys take care, stay safe, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.